Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michaela. If you're one of my subscribers, you already know that I'm an open book and I am very transparent with everything I've had done. Since I have been on a roll lately with my breast reduction videos, I thought I might as well share with you all of the beauty treatments that I have had done over the last few years. So let's get all up close and personal because it is going to be hard to tell. And if you've been a subscriber and watched me for a long time, thank you so much. I love you. And you know how different my looks have changed over the years being on YouTube. So I will post a before photo of what I looked like a few years ago and what I look like now side by side, because it is a huge difference and you might not have noticed it just a little bit here and there over the years, but it has made a big impact and I will continue to do this. I know it's so controversial for women to post beauty stuff that they've had done, but I believe that you do what makes you feel best, not what makes everybody else feel good about you. Because at the end of the day, you getting Botox and filler isn't going to make a shit, to be completely honest. It's not going to make a shit unless you wanted this for yourself. Because who cares what somebody else thinks about you doing this? Do it for you. Okay, so one of the very first things that I had done when I went to the med spa is I went and got Botox on my forehead because I've always had, ever since I was a kid even, I have had a really wrinkly, expressive forehead when I talk. So I wanted to go get all the fine lines smoothed out because honestly, when you're putting makeup on your forehead after Botox, it's just the best feeling in the world. The makeup doesn't settle into your lines or anything like that. And I just love it personally for me. And I think it makes you look 5 years younger. And as you can tell, I need to go here. I've had it done a couple months ago, so I can still like move pretty good. So it's gonna be time here in about a month or two to go get that freshened up, but I love the results of it and it's pretty inexpensive for an injectable. At first I did get Botox, which is the actual brand of neurotoxin, I believe it's called, and I really did not love Botox. It gave me headaches afterwards, which is a side effect, but they told me that was a rare side effect. So I was kind of shocked that I got such severe headaches after Botox. I recently switched med spas the end of last year because I moved to a new part of the country. So I wanted to find someone really good that I could tell like the stuff that I didn't like from my previous treatments and things that I would like to have fixed. And she recommended Dysport to me over Botox. And she said that it would like kick in faster, and Botox is kind of a delayed reaction. Like it would always take me a couple of weeks to like see a difference. And with Dysport, I seen a difference in a few days, so I was shocked. And I love Dysport. It doesn't give me headaches and I just love it. There's no downside of Dysport for me compared to the Botox. So the only other place besides my forehead that I have gotten a neurotoxin is right here in my mid face, because she told me I was having some like large pore issues and things like that. You can really see them a lot when I don't have makeup on, but she said that it was kind of like smooth out this area right here. And I think that it did a little bit. I can't see like a huge difference. I think I would have to do more than one treatment or maybe increase the like dosage to see a huge difference. So I might have that done again here in a couple months, but I really liked it and it didn't bother me. But yeah, that's the only two places I have ever gotten Botox. I've never gotten it like around the eyes. Oh, I guess I always like say this is like the forehead too, but I also get it in my 11s right here. I always forget about that because I just classify that as the forehead area. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Also, a lot of people think that I have had stuff done to my nose, and I never have. I just contour it a lot. So I think that people think that I've had some things done to my nose, but really I used to not know how to do makeup and now I contour it. So that's probably why people think that I've had something done, but I can assure you 100%, I've never had anything done to my nose because I like the looks of it. It's never bothered me. So I kind of just put a little makeup on it and it's good for me. So one of the first fillers that I ever got was I had under eye filler done a few years ago. I've always had really dark under eyes. It's genetic. I have a very light skin color and thin skin, so you can see the darkness a lot, and I have deep set eyes. So when I don't have makeup on, there's a lot of darkness. It looks like I'm sick all the time, but I'm not. It's just genetic. So I decided that I would have some filler done underneath because I do have some creasing like with my concealer, and I just really didn't like the looks of my under eyes. So I had some filler done a few years ago, and I would say I liked it for probably the first month, and then I don't know what it is, but I just really started to not like it, and you can't put it close enough to the corner to hide the darkness, and I have a lot of darkness in this area. So she couldn't get the needle that close, so it didn't help the corners anyway. All she could do was the outer half, essentially, of my under eye, which it did lessen the appearance of the darkness, but then it made the inner corner look extra dark. So it didn't really help my confidence any, and I only got it once, and I don't think I'd ever get it again. I think that on one hand, it's so expensive that I think that I would just have a surgery in the future if I want to have that done, because I think the surgery is probably only like 3 or 4 times the cost of one treatment of under eye filler. So it just doesn't make sense to keep going and getting the filler on the under eyes if you're never going to be satisfied with it and it's not permanent. I would say I think filler lasts a lot longer than they say, which there are some studies coming out now that filler lasts years longer than what they originally claimed. So I would say that I had the under eye filler for probably 1 to 2 years, maybe like 1.5 years it was there. And now I think it's mostly dissolved. I have my darkness again on the entire eye again, so it's gone. So since the under eye filler was my first thing, because that was one of my biggest insecurities, I then went and had my lips done afterwards because I've never liked the shape of my top lip, and it was really thin compared to the bottom lip in the beginning, and I'll show some before photos of what it looked like. And I just hated the shape, and I wanted to get rid of that look and just make my face look more balanced. And so I actually haven't had my lips touched with filler in probably a 1.5 years, maybe longer, maybe almost going on 2 years now. I have not had my lips done. I got so much filler in my lips back when I lived in Tennessee, and when I moved and asked my new injector about my lips if she thought I needed them touched up, she said, no, you don't, because lip migration is such a huge problem, and I've already had multiple syringes of filler put in my lips, and I don't want to have any severe migration issues. And I overall still love the shape of my lips. There's still filler in there, and honestly, this filler has lasted so long in my lips that she said she didn't want to put any more on my lips right now because she didn't want to cause migration. So if I ever want to have my lips done again, I'm probably going to have the top lip dissolved and redone, which I'm not in a hurry for because I still love the way it looks. So unless it goes down in the next couple of years, I probably won't touch it. I will say I probably have the most money in my lips. I've probably spent between $5,000 and $10,000 on my lips. I don't know, it's something crazy, and I'm really glad I done it because it gives me so much more confidence about myself and just the way I apply my lipstick and lip liner. I really love it, and I would do it again. I would also say that I probably have 3 times the amount of lip filler in my top lip that I do my bottom lip. There's honestly not much filler in my bottom lip because, like I said before, I was really focusing on that top lip. Here's kind of like a side profile. And then something that I've really been wanting to do lately, which since I found a new injector, it kind of inspired me to do it because I was super confident with her abilities to be able to do this for me. And I have had I would say I've had the last few years a lot of trouble with like my chin like looking really dimpled. I'm sure if you go back in some of my older videos, you'll be able to see when I talk how dimply my chin looked, and I was getting super self-conscious about that. I mean, I film YouTube videos, so I'm literally right in your face. And editing my videos, I just wasn't comfortable with how my chin was starting to look. I have a very recessed chin to begin with, and essentially no jawline naturally. And I have a super round face. So all of that equals no definition. And so I wanted to go get some filler or just talk to her about what I needed done in that chin area. And she recommended that I do filler instead of Botox. I thought Botox might help. She said it won't disguise that orange peel appearance. I've went twice now and had one syringe each time put in my chin and my jawline. And I'll throw a before of what my jawline looked like before. And one of the big things I'm trying to do is disguise this muscle, because since I don't have an elongated jawline, this muscle in my part of my neck right here tends to like sag because there's not enough structure to hold it up. So it looks like I have a double chin, even though that's just my muscle. And so I'm really been trying to disguise that, and doing the chin work has helped so much. It's helped my confidence incredibly, and I can't wait to go back and do another session of the chin and jawline, because I think 1 or 2 more times will really give me the look that I'm going for. Another thing that I have been self-conscious about since I can remember, I've had these since I was a kid, so which makes me think this is a genetic issue, and I have always been really self-conscious of my necklines. I think a lot of people call these tech necklines these days from like looking down at a laptop or your phone, but I've had these since I was a small child, so I know they're genetic. And so I went to the med spa and they recommended that I try out a new product called Sculptra. It's not a brand new product, it's a newer product that they've just finished studies on and things like that. And it's kind of like a filler, but it's not really. It's essentially like medicine that works over a 2-year period of time. I don't know if I'm 100% correct on all of that, but look it up for yourself if you're interested. And I have not really seen any improvement in my necklines, and I had that done probably like around Thanksgiving. And here we are on February 1st, and I don't really like the results yet. I mean, I know it takes 2 years, but I'm a like instant gratification type of person, so it's really hard for me. I hope over the next couple of years that I see some improvement. I know that I might have to get a few more treatments of it. I don't know if I have to do that to see like better results, but I just don't love the results. So I'm gonna talk to her about like trying something different, or if I might need some more treatments of that. I just think that your neck really shows your age first before your face, and I want to keep it looking as young as possible for as long as possible. And I know that I wasn't given the genetics for my neck to look beautiful, so I want to do all the prevention I can. Another beauty treatment that I've had done is I've also had my eyebrows microbladed. The ones I get are called combo brows. They're microbladed and micro shaded. She microblades the front and then shades in the tail. And I kind of wanted like a different shape to my brow, because I had brows that kind of like turned down a lot towards the corner of my eye, and I just didn't really like the look of that. It just didn't look lifted and nice. That's just how my brows naturally grew. So basically what I done is I plucked all of them out down here, and she just essentially shaded them in higher up on my brow bone, and I love them. It's one of the best things I've ever done for myself. It gives me so much confidence when I'm not wearing makeup, and they just overall like make your whole face look put together. And I've only had 2 treatments of that. The first time you have them done and then you go back and get them touched up. So actually, I think I've had 3 treatments. Because then 6 months later, I went and had them touched up again, which was back in early October of last year. I had them touched up, and I think it had been, maybe it was 6 months or a year, I don't remember. But yeah, I've had them done 3 times. I love them, and I love the girl that does them, so I'll probably fly back to Tennessee just to have her keep doing my brows. I love them so much, and she's so sweet, and I just love her. So if you're in the Tennessee area, I will drop her name and her contact info down in the description box. So last but certainly not least, one of the things that I decided to do a few years back was I was really self-conscious about my teeth. I mean, I still am, let's be honest, but I had really crooked teeth, especially the tops, and I just didn't like the look of them when I smiled. So I went and had Invisalign, and I did that for probably 6 months, and I am overall happy with the results. I mean, you can only do so much with like straightening the teeth because I have some other issues that straightening just won't fix. So I'm hoping in the next couple of years I'm able to go and have veneers done. Specifically, I'm wanting these new ones called Lumineers, where they don't have to grind your teeth down to put them on. They're just like a little thin. Honestly, to me, they remind me a lot of the press-on nails, like the thickness. They're like really thin and they just slide over your real teeth. And so there's minimal prep and it doesn't damage the integrity of your tooth. So I really look forward to that, but I have to save up because they're not cheap. And yeah, so overall, like my teeth are straight, but I have a lot of chips in my teeth. And because I had a lot of dental issues as a teenager, I had a lot of cavities and like chipping going on, which I think they attributed to, I had low calcium. So anyways, I had to take calcium my entire teenage years for that. But yeah, they eventually stopped chipping and I haven't had a cavity in a long time. But yeah, and I hate these teeth are shorter. Like my side teeth, they've always been short. I want them the same length as the fronts, you know? And my bottom teeth are really jagged, even though they're straight technically, because they're chipped and broken. So that's one thing that's always bothered me, because when I talk, you can really see my bottom teeth. So I can't wait to have that done. And the Invisalign, I think this was a few years ago. It may cost more now, but I think I paid around $5,000 total, maybe a little more. It could have been like $5,500. I don't remember exactly, but that was an annoying process, to be honest with you. And if I had to go back and do it again, I would probably just go the veneer route up front, but I didn't know. And I don't think that Lumineers were out yet, I believe. So yeah, if I could go back, I would have saved that $5,500 and put that towards veneers. It was a painful process. Like it hurt. I had to wear those trays all the time, and I have to wear the retainer at night still, which is annoying. And the retainers break all the time because I'm a grinder at night. So I have to constantly buy new retainers, and those are like $500 every time you have to get them. So it's just really annoying. You have to clean the retainers all the time. I really just did not enjoy the Invisalign process. And if you had Invisalign and it worked for you, that's great. That's awesome. I didn't love it. And originally when I got Invisalign, my teeth were so bad that the dentist told me to eat with them in for like the first month or two, and that was so hard to eat with those retainers in. Like I had to wear the retainers 24/7 for a while. So that's everything that I've had done to my face and neck area, and I hope this helped you out. I love being transparent with all the things I do. Honestly, I wish that more people would, because if you're going for a certain look and you don't know like how to get there, information is so important, and why not give it out? If you have any questions about any of the injectables or the eyebrows or the Invisalign or anything like that, please leave your questions down below in the comments section. I would love to answer them for you. I love being informational and giving you all the facts. I wanted to share some skincare that I use to keep up my face and just keep everything smooth and glowing and overall really pretty. So what I do in the morning time is I wash my face with a cleanser, and I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, you have to get this cleanser. Like, get what works for you. Sometimes I use a cleanser with a salicylic acid in it if I'm breaking out, and sometimes I just use a really gentle moisturizing, like a CeraVe cleanser. And then after that, I go in with a hyaluronic serum usually, and I switch up what brands I use. I think the last one I was using was Fulta, and it was by the brand Good Molecules. I'll link it down below if you're interested. It's super affordable. I want to say it was like $10 or $12, and I really love that one. But since I haven't been to Ulta in a while and I went to Trader Joe's the other day, I found this hyaluronic serum at Trader Joe's, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try that for $9. It is so good. Like, please go pick this up and try it if you're looking for a hyaluronic serum. It's so smooth and it just gives moisture back to your face. And then after that, I go in with this Pure Go With The Glow niacinamide drops. I don't know if you can see that. And these are so smooth and very moisturizing. I really, really like these. I use these morning and night, which it says you can use in the AM and PM. And I really, really love these. And then in the mornings to finish it off, I don't like any like too heavy products because I'll put my makeup on right after. So I've been using, and I got the little version because I wanted to try it out, but this is the Milkshake Hyaluronic Acid and Squalene Facial Toner Mist by Beekman. And I got this at Ulta, and this is so good, so moisturizing, and it lays perfectly under your makeup. So I highly recommend this. It says it's a bi-phase toner, and it like separates. So you have to shake it up before you put it on, but I'm gonna go buy the big bottle of this. I love it so, so much. And then at nighttime for my skincare, I will go back in with the niacinamide drops. This is my holy grail product that I've used for years now, and this is the most expensive product that I buy probably for my skincare, and I will continue to purchase this over and over. I try to find sales where it's like buy one get one or buy one get one half off, and it's the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. It's not cheap, but it literally does what it says it does. I first tried it out when I had a sunburn at the beach, and I thought, oh my gosh, I need something that's like gonna hydrate this and like so I don't wake up and look like a tomato. I had like a sunburn like right here in my hairline, and I put it on that night and I woke up and it was gone. There was no redness. It's a miracle worker. Estee Lauder, please sponsor me one day. I'm manifesting this be my first product partnership. After I use the night serum, I go in, I don't use this every night, but it's the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Retinol Overnight Serum. And this stuff is so good. It smells amazing, and it's overall a healthy brand, so I really like this one. And if you're over 27, I think that you should be using retinol at least a couple times a week. So I highly recommend this one. It's super good. I love it. It feels like a moisturizer. And then for some extra moisture, I really love this Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is probably the most expensive facial moisturizer I've ever bought, but it's worth it. Like the smell and the texture of this is next level. And like I tell myself all the time, like, you don't need to repurchase that. That's so expensive for a facial moisturizer. I'm like, you can just use the CeraVe or whatever, something inexpensive. And then I use this and I'm like, it is good. It is. Like, I need to rebuy this. And then the next day I'm like, oh no, you don't need to buy that. Like, it's expensive. So this is so good, but the price gets me. But it smells amazing. It's so thick. Like, if you have dry skin and you need a good moisturizer, this is the one. And it does what it says it will. Gives you that dewy finish. And then lastly, I used to do this every night, but I've went to every other night just because, I mean, a lash serum can be a little irritating on your eyes. It doesn't like bother me that bad, but like, I just thought, why not try it every other night and see if it still works the same? And it does. So I went to every other night. I do this new lash serum. And this one is so good. I really like this one. I buy the 2-pack during the Nordstrom sale every year and it lasts me the whole year. You can get a 2-pack, I think, for like $95 during the Nordstrom sale. So if you're wanting to buy this, I would probably wait till, when is the Nordstrom sale? Like August? I'd probably wait till August to buy this because it is expensive, but I'll link it down below for you anyway. And I know, I left out of my skincare routine SPF because I don't have a good SPF that doesn't break my face out. So please, if you have a recommendation for facial SPF that doesn't break your skin out, please leave it down below in the comment section for me. I've tried the Ulta MD because everybody recommended that. It made me break out so bad. Like, I will never use that again. It's supposed to be like a good quality SPF. No. My face did not like that. So please leave a toxin-free SPF down below in the comments. I beg of you. And that's everything I've had done so far. And I just love being transparent with my friends and telling you all the things. And if you're interested or have been interested in getting any of this stuff done, that's the lowdown. I would say that the most painful things that I've had done are the under eyes, the lips. The lips are so bad. The lips are so bad. Like, I thought that like something else would be worse, but the lips are so bad. Like, I hate getting lips filled. So I'm actually so glad that I haven't had them done in like, what, a year and a half now? So I'm glad about that. But also, I want to mention this before I get off of here. My last injector only used topical numbing cream, okay? And everything hurt so bad. Like, I wanted to cry. My new injector, she uses like nerve blockers, like shots before she like injects. And she uses cannulas, which I think feel better than needles. So if you're looking for an injector, please ask what they use for numbing, because you don't just want the topical numbing cream, you want like the nerve block shot things. And also ask if they use a cannula for filler, because it hurts so much less than the needles. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I loved having a little girl chit chat today. If you have any content ideas that you might want me to do a video on, please leave it down below. I am always up for some inspiration. I love you so much. See you soon.